A fishbone diagram needs to have problems, major causes, and cause or secondary cause. For the fishbone diagram, we have accident in workplace as a problem, the two major causes, which is muscle pain, fall. For muscle pain, we have several causes, which is non-stop lifting, dehydration, disease, or infection. For fall, we have environment, lack of sleep, and alcohol influence. In control chart, we need to get the average sample in each shift, and then we can get the mean for all the shift, which is 2.485. Next, we need to get the standard deviation, which is 0.178. For the chart, we need to have the upper control limit, which is mean plus 3 times sigma, and then lower control limit, which is means minus 3 times sigma. And this is the chart that we will get after we put the correct amount in the table. For the Pareto chart, we need to sum up all of the amount and get the percentage of the amount total. The chart for the amount will be in descending order, while the cumulative percentage is in ascending order. As you can see, for the amount, we have lifted lead, which have the highest amount, which descend to forwarding until it hit the lowest amount, which is extra component. For the cumulative percentage, we can see that the graph is in ascending order, which lifted lead and then adds up to forwarding until it hits 100% on extra component.
Hello to my lecturer IRTS Muhammad Sharin Amri and my fellow friends. My name is Aiman Daniel from the Group 8, and I'm going to continue this presentation by explaining to you the 5S concept. 5S is originated from Japan, which are the acronyms for Seiri, Seitan, Seiso, Sekitsu, and Shitsuke. But what does it mean? Well, luckily I will explain the translation and the meaning of those words in English. But before that, we must understand the use of this work method. Actually, this is list to identify and storing the item used, maintaining the area, and sustaining the order. So let's get into it. The first on the list is Seiri, which in English is sorting. Sorting is to eliminate all unnecessary tools, parts, or instruction and keep it in an accessible places. Next, we have the word seitun, which brings the meaning of stabilizing or straightening out. This is defined to be a place for everything, and everything should be in place. Now, move on to seiso, which is sweeping or shining in English. That's stated to clean the equipment and maintain its cleanness. And also, they should be organized. For sekitsu, it is defined in English as standardizing. That is to keep its consistency and standardize. The workstation must be identical, referring to their job scopes. Last but not least, we have the shitsuke, is to sustaining in English, which to maintain the standard that has been applied before this, as for S. It is to keep the individual to practice the new ways and gradually decline the old days. It should be a habit and continuously improvise. Now let's move on to our activity. For activity 1, shows the difference between before and after the appliance of 5S. Example that has been identified is sort, which is the dispose of trash scattered on the floor has been cleared. For set in order or stabilizing is the unknown boxes has been opened and divided into its own label and compartments. In shine category, trash and all the debris has been swept out from the floor. And standardize has been applied by establish a schedule to perform cleaning tasks in the workspace. Now, as for sustain, include a 5S culture among employees by conducting seminars and training. Now, for activity 2, there are some suggestions that can be made after the 5S method applied. For sort, we can labelize the bin and sort it in an alphabetic order to make the search much easier. As for set in order or stabilizing, we can build a 5S map to determine specific spaces for boxes, bin, or any object, segregated one from each other. We also can suggest by providing more trash bin for shine implementation, which is a recyclable bin and non-recyclable bin. That can divide both of this type of trash and apply the 3S method, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. As for standardize, we can set up more lines that can fix the space on the floor for big subjects and its location so that if the object moves, such as table, employees can move it back to its correct positions, just like before. Now, lastly, we have sustained this method. Every weekend or at least one day in a week, the manager has to brief the employees about 5S and make a tour department to show, identify, and ensure the 5S has maintained the implement in every station and departments. Thank you.